taking a comfortable position where you're sitting quite upright, but not uncomfortably so. You can even tuck in your chin a little bit to make sure you're not putting strain on your neck. And if it feels comfortable for you, closing your eyes and just taking yourself within, feeling the position of your body, trying to just relax your shoulders a little bit. And now bringing your attention to your breath. Feeling the inhale, feeling the exhale. Not necessarily trying to change the breath, but just noticing as it is for you this morning, in this moment. And now bringing your attention into your body, feeling your body this moment. How is it for you? And just doing a very quick little body scan from the feet and the toes, moving up into the ankles and the legs, the knees, into the hips and the buttocks and the pelvis. Pausing for a breath here. And now up into the torso and the ribs and the lungs, the chest and the back. Back down now to your hands and your fingertips, moving up your arms, into your shoulders. And now into your neck, the base of your skull and your head, your face, your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks, nose, mouth. And finally on the ears, and paying a little extra attention to your ears this morning. See if you can notice them as we're going to be bringing our attention to sounds. And as we're sitting here, bringing your attention to any sounds that you might hear around you, in the room, outside. Seeing if there's anything you can notice. It might be that you're in a very quiet room, and perhaps there's no noticeable sound. And if that's the case, it's perfectly fine. Maybe try looking elsewhere, perhaps even within your own body. Maybe you can hear your breath or your heartbeat. Maybe there's even a sound of some sort of device like your computer or fridge or something humming in the background. Just noticing this sound. And if you find that your mind is starting to wander, just bringing your attention back to your breath and allowing that to bring you into this space. And if you're having trouble noticing sounds, maybe try noticing the silence, the pauses, and the stillness. What can you notice about that? And it may be that you notice one sound, and then your attention gets carried away in thought. So then you just notice what's happened and you say, okay, that's my mind. It's wandered. It's okay. And now I focus again on my breath and the sounds. Being aware of how you might label the sounds. It could be that you say, oh, that's my refrigerator, or oh, those are my kids. And just really noticing what those sounds are, but also at the same time being aware of any thoughts or judgments that might come about once you label the sound. And trying not to let that carry you away too much into a story or pattern of thinking. And bringing yourself always back to your breath. So challenging yourself when you hear sounds to not necessarily be thinking about them, but just feeling them, hearing them, noticing how they are in your body. And allowing yourself to settle in, closing your eyes. And really taking this moment to allow yourself to notice any sounds in the room, different from ones you've been focusing on, or the same. And it could even be my voice is the only sound that you're focusing on, and that's okay. And you might even notice that sounds come and go, just like maybe clouds moving in the sky. So you might start to notice a sound, and then once you notice it, perhaps it changes how it is for you. Maybe it's bothering you or seeming like it's louder. Or maybe it's bringing you a pleasant feeling. And then you might think of the sound like a passing cloud where you've noticed it, you've felt it, and then you Just watch and let it be as it passes along. And you may find, as you're trying to focus on sounds, that all that's happening is that you're focusing on thoughts. And this is very normal for this type of meditation. So if that happens, be gentle with yourself. There's no need to judge your experience. Just trying and noticing, exploring, seeing what it's like if you have thoughts, of thinking of them like as if they're the clouds that I mentioned. They come into your awareness, you notice them. Maybe even you say, oh wow, I'm thinking about XYZ. Okay, that's all right. And then seeing it float on by, or feeling it pass along as you then move your attention back into your breath. And now turning our attention a bit more towards breathing and body, and now noticing more the thoughts. So letting go of the sounds. And sitting for our practice and for our meditation is really, it is really that. It's a practice. And there's no right or wrong. There's no perfect way to experience being in the moment. So if your mind has wandered, reminding yourself that this is part of the process. This is actually what mindfulness is it's not trying to block out the thoughts. It's about noticing them, seeing and feeling how those thoughts are affecting your body. And being okay with that. And then learning to bring your attention gently back again and again to your breath and to your body. And if at any point in this practice or any practice you do with meditation, if you're finding it difficult to settle in or to explore your thoughts, then you can always place your hands on your belly and let the rise and fall help you be still. And you can also bring your attention to the points of your body that are touching the surface beneath you. So it could be your feet, or your legs, or your bottom. And just let yourself feel anchored into the ground beneath you. And if at any point you experience any uncomfortableness that's quite sharp in your body or any pain, you can try a number of different things to work with that pain. Sometimes just bringing your attention to that spot in your body can help, giving it the attention that it's asking for. Sometimes you can make a mindful choice to just very gently move or adjust your body as needed. And you can also just return your attention back to your breath. And if your hands are on your belly, gently releasing those now back to your lap or beside your body. And bringing your awareness back now to the space that you're in, to any sounds that you might hear. Paying attention briefly and noticing those sounds. And as we start to bring ourselves out of stillness, just briefly taking a moment to have some gratitude for our body, for our lungs, to be able to breathe, and also for our ears, that depending on your particular situation, hopefully you're able to hear well enough. And if not, perhaps having gratitude for any devices that might help you hear, any hearing aids or electronic devices, and recognizing the beauty and the magic of hearing. And slowly now starting to awaken your body back to the space. You can wiggle your fingers, your toes, just gently moving the body, opening your eyes, stretching, maybe lifting up your arms, maybe taking a nice exhale, and slowly coming back to the rest of the world as we end this meditation.